There is another level in the legendary golden special. That's God level. God level can be defeated by one person. Hundreds of golden premium. It is an existence infinitely close to the true God. I said seriously. I've heard of that legendary magic boss. There's a man named Lu Songting. He's my great-grandfather. My little brain started working like crazy. The child of God is equal to the child of Lu Songting. Lu Songting's child is equal to Lu Zhichuan's grandfather. That means I'm your grandfather. Lu Zhichuan made a bag the size of a steamed bun for my dog buns? The version of God you heard is not quite right. From the birth of the first metahuman to the present, there are 3 God levels. One is my grandfather, Liu Songting. There are also 5 mountains that control Yutzi and immortality powers. Another one is indeed after a miracle. The man who disappeared. And you are the child of the immortal, Lord Wu Yu. I pointed to Lian and said, then I'm not evil. Don't play with me. My pupils dilate at the thought of this. Could it be that the woman in the dream is my mother? I know you must have a lot of questions. I will explain to you. The most important thing now is to ensure your safety. What you look like now, it's been sent out by the jurisdiction. Soon Tianren City will know. After you are helpless, the people who kill you will appear one after another. Hear Yanagi River's information. I was lost in thought. That's a lot of information. Yanagawa broke the calm. Is it hard to accept reality? Why do you want to participate in the competition? This is beyond your ability. I need money. Stop by the side of the road. I came with Lu Jichuan with a face full of question marks. A store. The boss said contemptuously, there you go again. Did you bring enough money this time? Lu Jichuan said, why are you looking at me? I'm not money either. Didn't you say you were responsible for me? Lu Jichuan said, domineering. Which one is the best? My little hair, Shun. Tapu subordinate. No need to stay in exile. Ground. But because of me, he used the inconvenience of his arm as an excuse. Refused to leave. I entered the competition to buy the robotic arm. Chun can apply for a job in the jurisdiction. Inajigo sighed. Did you know? How many people's lives will be changed by participating in this competition? I remind you, the people you come in contact with will become their targets for their own good. Leave them as soon as possible. I want to go back and tell Chun about the situation first. I have so many questions for you. Yanagawa will soon arrive at my door. I'll wait for you here. I walked happily home with my robotic arm in my arms. Chun saw my embarrassment, will definitely scold me. With this, it's worth scolding me. And I opened the door, shouted excitedly, Chan, don't sleep. I brought you something. Something you can never imagine. Just as I'm happily walking forward, it was pulled directly. When I looked down, but I saw Chun's bloody robotic arm. I was devastated. Brain goes blank. You're finally back. I've been waiting for you for a long time. Shan Yu. I looked into the depths empty. In the darkness, a man snapped his fingers, and the lights went on. He stepped on Ah Chun, said coldly that it is easy to see the child of God. watching Chun fall to the ground. I've lost my mind. Rapid heartbeat. Anger, pain. Despair devours me. The man is still performing hard. I was the first to find you. I am the closest person to God. I'm already in grief by now. The robotic arm in the phone also slipped instantly. The man is still stepping on the candle hard. This moment completely collapsed. Staggered to Ah Cheng, touching Ah Cheng's body. I'm back. Wake up. The man said contemptuously. As for? Crying for real? For this spectrum, lower level junk. You cried. The man grabbed me by the collar. Unpromising stuff. You too are worthy to be a descendant of God. A backhand with an uppercut to my stomach. A mighty force. Just let me hit another hole before I stop. The man didn't give up. One hand open. I flew straight back into the man's hands. Squeeze my neck. Said indifferently, hello, did I find the right person? You are still really weak. I didn't make any sound. Tears keep falling. It's pointless to look at Chun's body. Man choking me. Hands are getting harder. I seem to have seen Ah Chun's figure from childhood to adulthood. Why didn't I die? A strong sense of suffocation numbs my pain. Even the hands are hanging feebly. Weightlessness comes, pull into the dark door. It feels like I'm falling so slowly. A pair of thugs will pull down into the door and rush out. I'll get out of the way of the other one, then push me back in the door. I fell into the endless darkness. Another me steps into the light and closed the door politely. Coward! The door suddenly closed in the dark. Man grabbed my hand. I suddenly felt an energy. I suddenly grabbed his hand. Gently push. He took to the sky. I walked slowly towards the prey. The man cries out in pain on the ground. I think my hand is broken. Now I came to the man like death. The man started begging for mercy. I didn't mean to. Let me go. And I didn't listen to him. He secretly activated his powers. There's not a single item in this room. See, I don't respond. He launched a counterattack. Saw him dying. I am indifferent. It stopped when his hand was 0.1 centimeters away from me. The man said in horror, my hands don't work. The room doesn't have all the items. Floating behind me, I charged forward. Hit him in the chest with a backhand hook. Powerful shock. Force knocks the man away. Can't stop until the wall is broken through. I waved my hand. Floating objects happen like bullets. The man was sent flying and ran around. As the man fled, he complained, damn it. If you are careless, you should solve his problem in an instant. The man fled near the gate. I see hope for life. He starts to charge forward like crazy. Outside is the sea. The scales jumped. Hope big. How big is the disappointment? Yanagikawa stands in front of the door. Men collide without purple lightning. Yanagawa said coldly that he made a mess here. Want to run? The man is even more desperate. Lightning attribute. Gold rings with scars on the face. I stepped behind the man. Control his left hand. Grabbed himself by the neck. The man's right hand began to struggle frantically. The fragile moment is cut off by itself. See, the man is offline. My bow stopped. Kick the man who gets in the way. I set my sights on Yanagawa. Yanagawa said coldly, "Why do you even want to fight me?" The next second, I fell to the ground from exhaustion. Lu Zhichuan looked at me, who was not popular. Doubtful. It seems a little different from the prophecy of the Son of Salvation. When I rise from the pain, he staggered up and looked at Yanagawa in front of him. Yanagawa watched me get up slowly. It seems that all this is true. My body is just shaking. Looking at Ah-chun, who seemed to be asleep, I can't hold back my sadness anymore. Pick up Chun and go to the yard. Buried Ah-chun next to the big banyan tree with his own hands. I knelt in front of Ah-chun's grave. I feel like a pure breath. When are you going to cry? Cheer up. In the sunset, I saw Chun's figure. He crouched down gently, touching my head. It was happening. It's like everything's gone. I knocked gently on Lu Zhichuan's car window. Lu Zhichuan even cried like this. I don't know what to say. Chun died because of that identity. Yanagawa said, lonely, that's right. I wouldn't go out of my way to comfort him. Died because of you. Your destiny is not your choice. It might happen again. If you don't want it to happen, get stronger. Get stronger and change your destiny. Change everyone's destiny. In front of Kamiya no Kawa, I took a look, where Chun and I have lived for 18 years. In the sun, Chun and I ran and played happily. Have a good laugh. Suddenly, when I was a child, Chun and I looked at ourselves now. Goodbye. Our youth is over. Goodbye. Chun. See you. The team guarding the black ring is about to gather. And their appearance. Will it be with the whole world? What kind of sparks collide? Yanagawa drives a Land Rover, driving recklessly on the streets. I asked doubtfully, where the hell are we going? Lu Zhichuan looked out of a car window and said to choose a home. Choose a daddy with a good view. As our big. The road stopped in front of a single-family villa. Two little guys saw someone approaching. Hurry up and stop. This is the territory of the black bear. Who are you? I whispered, why don't we go somewhere else? Yanagawa was instantly surrounded by lightning. What is there to be afraid of bears? I hurriedly corrected. Is a black bear. Lu Zhichuan pointed at me and said, protect yourself. I'll tell you the rest. He flew into the prison like a bolt of lightning. Those who blocked were instantly electrocuted and turned upside down. In an instant, the entire building was covered in purple lightning. The purple thunder is so dazzling, almost blinded my titanium dog eyes. The whole building exploded in an instant. Next second, a group of people escaped in disgrace, shouting, "Run!" Superhuman. The smoke that people fled with. I could barely breathe. Yanajigawa hooked me at the window. Speak up. Thighs to hug. It feels so good. Jurisdiction on the other side. Inside my dead man's club, the door of an armored vehicle slowly opened. A thin girl in handcuffs. The shackles came out, accompanied by staff. The girl came to be thrown into the wall by a willow branch before the remains of the staff. He put his hands on the head of the corpse. Hands glow yellow, at the same time accompanied by a strange sound. After the light fades, the girl also sat on the ground powerlessly. At this time, the woman in black indifferently asked what the attacker looked like. "Did you see it?"